What is up, everyone? This your motherfucking Sing Chris Bray back into the video. We're back, yes, bitch. We're about to do yet another Minecraft mod review. And yes, today finally marks the day where we have reviewed our 250th mod. Yes, we have reviewed 250 mods. Yes, I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back that probably didn't hear me, that probably were texting on their phone or whatever they were doing. But yes, this is our 250th mod review that we've done on this channel since the revival of this. If you guys didn't know, I did a lot of mod reviews a while back on the channel, and then eventually I stopped doing them, and then I came back and I revived the whole thing. So ever since then, we've done 250 total mod reviews. That's a lot of mod reviews. So yeah, 250 mod review. And for the 250th mod review, I have chose to do yet another mod. Now this mod's probably gonna be exactly huge, but I think it is. I think it's one of those bigger mods. But yes, today's mod review we are going to be reviewing is called EnderIO. Now, you guys probably might have heard about this mod. This mod's been around for such a long time. It's been in different mod packs that I played throughout the years, and yes, it is a very insane mod once you are able to learn how to get into it and everything. So yes, today we're going to be checking out EnderIO and all that entails into EnderIO. So anyway, let's go ahead and hold hands. Let's get right on into the mod review, shall we? So let's go. Let's go. Let's buckle up. All right. So, yeah, anyway, I know my glasses on here, my sunglasses on my skin look like I'm a secret agent thing, but I'm not really. Or maybe I am, and you guys maybe never know it. But anyway, jokes aside, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, yes, the mod is called EnderIO. So, if you guys don't know, this mod is definitely huge. So, we have copper alloy ingots. We have a bunch of stuff that you can get. So we got alloy smelting. So we need there's a lot of stuff you can do. This mod is huge. So I'll show you guys how to get into the mod. So I'll show you guys how to get into the actual mod itself and the base mod of it. So basically, let's see. Okay, so yeah, we need the blocks. Okay, so this will probably be where we go for most of it. Let's see. Okay, where can I find the machines at? Let's see. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, yeah. All right, EnderIO machines. Okay, this is where we gotta go. So basically, I'm gonna show you guys how to craft all the machines. So let's go ahead and go through it. So we got fluid tanks. This is how you make a fluid tank. You just take iron ingots, you take iron bars, you surround it, and then you put a piece of glass in the center, and then that's how you get a fluid tank. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple and straightforward. So yeah, fluid tank, you can fill it up with basically anything, I believe. So you just take this and you can fill it up with like some water and whatever. Let's see if we can try it with lava or something. I don't know. Yeah, let's see if we can fill it up with like water or lava. Let's see. But yeah, see, as you guys can see, yeah, we can fill it up with water, and yeah, so it's just a regular fluid tank. You can fill it up with water. You can fill it up with you can put another one beside it, fill it up with lava. So it's very simple to use. But that's how you use that. So yeah, that was the fluid tank. So yes, let's go ahead and go through this. I'm gonna go through these pretty speedy fast. So keep up if you can. And then we got a pressurized fluid tank, which basically, in order to make this, you're going to need dark steel. Now, in order to get dark steel, you guys are probably scratching your head and being like, seeing how the fuck are you gonna get dark steel, or how do you get dark steel? Well, I'm about to show you guys. So basically, the recipe for it is you need to make this thing called an alloy smelter. So in order to make an alloy smelter, you need dark steel, which in order to get dark steel, you're going to need to make these dark steel nuggets. Or hold on, let me look it up. Okay, so yeah, dark steel you're going to need to do with the primitive alloy smelter, which basically this is going to be like the first one you'll probably have to make. But you're going to need a grains of infinity, which in order to get that, you're going to need a sag mill. So you're going to need to get a sag mill made. So yeah, basically there's a lot of stuff you got to do in order to do that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you got to do. Like I said, EnderIO is pretty big, but once you know how to use it and know how to use everything, then it's pretty well, yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, and then we got the enchanter. This is what the enchanter looks like. In order to make this, you just need dark steel. So basically, the mod revolves around getting this stuff called dark steel. So you're going to need to get this, and yeah, you're gonna want to make yourself a primitive one of these. So basically, yeah, and I think you can also find some of these blocks in the overworld too. So you might be able to like maybe go to a village and find one, because sometimes blocks like that will spawn in the villages and stuff. So yeah, it's the primitive alloy smelter, and then you got a bunch of other ones. So yeah, and then you got the regular alloy smelter just like this. But yeah, so basically, hold on. Yeah, so this is the recipe for that too. This just, you need furnaces, you need a void chassis, which in order to get your void chassis, you're going to need greens of infinity. In order to do that, you're going to need to, you're going to need to light one of these things on fire, and that's how you get the deep slate infinite. Okay, actually, I might go ahead and try that. I'm gonna try that with bedrock and see if that actually works. I don't even know. Let's see if it actually works. I don't know if it works. All right, so yeah, basically that's what it's saying to do to get that, but I don't know. It might work. Maybe, I don't know. It might be a glitch. I don't know. I do not know. But moving on. And then we got a thing called a painting machine. In order to make a painting machine, you're gonna need blue dye, copper alloy ingots. You're gonna need these things called an infinity bio or bimetal gear, which basically in order to do that you need the grains of infinity. So yeah, which I still don't know how the fuck you're gonna get that, but I think it also might drop from mobs too. The grains of infinity might drop from mobs, so it wouldn't hurt to try killing a creeper or a skeleton or a zombie. And we also need this redstone alloy. So in order to get redstone alloy, you're gonna need the alloy smelting, and then you need silicon. So in order to get silicon, you're going to need a sag mill. So in order to get a sag mill, this is how you do that. So yeah, so you got your painting machine over here. You got your wired charger, and then let's see, yeah, sag mill. So yeah, painting machine, sag mill. These are all different machines you can make in here, and yeah, and then we have a wired charger, which in order to make this, you're going to need copper alloy ingots, which basically you're going to need to make using the alloy smelting thing. So alloy smelting method, either one works. So as long as you got one of those alloy smelters, you should be good on that. So yeah, there we go. And then let's see, and then we need. Okay, and then we're checking out the next one, which is the Stirling generator. Pretty simple to make. But yeah, so you just need the infinity the infinity by metal gear, and then the void chassis, which that's all you need for that, and then dark steel, and then furnace, and then stone bricks, and then the piston as well. So that's all you really need for the Stirling generator. And then and then you also have a slice and spice machine, which basically, in order to make this, you need solarium, I think that's what it's called, solarium ingots, which basically in order to get those, you're going to need to put soul sand and combine it with gold, and then you get solarium, which I don't know. I think I might have pronounced that wrong. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So yeah, keep up. And then we also got the impulse hopper, which in order to make the impulse hopper, this is how you make that. So it's very, very simple. You need 4 copper alloy, some of those, and then void chassis, hopper, redstone, so all the good stuff. There we go. But yeah, like I said, I'm just powering through these just to kind of show you guys how to make them and everything. And and then we also got a thing called a soul binder, which in order to make a soul binder, you're going to need an empty soul vial, which in order to make that, you're going to need these special pieces of glass, which are basically crafted through different methods and everything. So yeah, you're going to need enlightened infused quartz. There's a lot of different types of glasses you can make on here. So yeah, EnderIO's got a lot of stuff you can make on here. But yeah, so that's the soul binder, and then you need a powered solar, and then you also can make a powered spawner, basically just like this. And then I think all you got to do with the powered spawner is just yeah, I forgot how you make that. So basically, all you got to do is bind a soul to it. So yeah, and then you need vibranium crystals, which in order to make those, you're going to need emeralds or the vibrant alloy nuggets, which in order to get those, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know how to really get those, but yeah. And then we got the Z Logic controller. That's how you make those. You're going to need that in the slice. do that in the slice and spice thing. So yeah, there we go. And then let's see what else. And then you also got a vacuum chest. So yeah, we got a vacuum chest right here. In order to make this, you're going to need an ender chest or any type of chest. You surround it with iron, and then you get a pulsating crystal, which is a little expensive. But I mean, you need a diamond, and then you need pulsating. You need the pulsating alloy, which basically you just make this using the iron and ender pearls, and that's how you make those. So it's pretty simple to make those. Okay, and then you have the XP vacuum, which in order to do that, you're going to need iron ingots, and you need to surround it with the experience rod. In order to make an experience rod, you need solarium and then energetic alloy, which basically in order to make energetic alloy, you're going to need redstone, gold, and glowstone. You combine that together, and then you get that. So yeah, that's basically how you do that. And then you also got a travel anchor. So yeah, travel anchor, which basically this is how you make that. So you need conduit binders, you need pulsating crystal, and that's pretty much it. And how to get conduit binders, you need conduit binder composite, which in order to make binder composite, this is how you make that. So yes, if you are screenshotting all this, definitely screenshot the recipes I'm going through, because then that way you don't have to always keep having to pause the video, go back and forth, pause the video, go back and forth, you know. Just saying for convenience. But yeah, and then we also got an energetic photovoltaic module, which basically in order to make this, you're going to need these photovoltaic plates, which I forgot. Yeah, these are interesting. And then we have the composite for that, which that's how you make that. So you just need powdered coal, powdered lapis, and then silicon. In order to get these two is you need the sag mill. The sag mill is definitely going to be play a big part in most of the stuff that you make. And then also we got the pulsating this one as well. These are basically like solar panels, it looks like. So yeah, and it produces power during the daylight hours, must have a clear line of sight to the sky. So yeah, these are like little solar panels you can craft in your world, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you got another one right here. This is the variant of it. Different ones have different variants, so yeah, this one's pretty interesting. And then yeah, just there's a lot of stuff you can do in this mod. I'm telling you guys, this mod's huge. So yeah, look at all this. Look at all the stuff you got to do just to craft that one little solar panel. So yeah, you got these little solar panels right here. Fucking A. Yeah, you just fucking throw these guys down here, and then they just grab power. That's all they really do. They just generate power. So there we go. And then we got the basic capacitor bank, which in order to make those, you're going to need iron, basic capacitors, and then a block of redstone. So in order to make basic capacitors, you're gonna need this Screens of Infinity, which I don't know what that is, but I mean, I think it might drop from a mob. I don't know. And then we have energetic, and then we have this advanced capacitor bank, which basically you're gonna need. There's two recipes for it. So there's the one with the energetic alloy, and then there's also one with the copper alloy. So whichever one you want to do, that's completely up to you. But yeah, this one's a little bit more expensive because you're gonna need two of these basic capacitors. So if you want to go a little bit cheaper, on the little cheap side of it, then I would suggest doing the copper alloy recipe rather than the energetic one, because yeah, this one's a little bit more spendy. If you get my gist of it. But yeah, there we go. And then yeah, so they got these little capacitor banks, which basically I think, if I remember correctly, these things store power. So like, say you have these solar panels, right? Well, basically you put these down here, and then this will automatically start filling up these with power. So yeah, these little banks will start filling up with power, and then it's got these weird looking symbols with power on it. So yeah, these things will go. So like if I do /time set day, for example, and as you guys can see, it is literally yeah, I don't think any power is being put into it, but yeah, you get the gist of it. So basically, I think there's a way to also connect them. Yeah, I think there might be some cables in here you can make as well. Let's see. But yeah, first off though, I'm gonna continue going and showing you guys how to craft everything. And then we also got a vibrant capacitor, which basically is the best one you can make. You're gonna need this vibranium alloy stuff, which basically you're going to need to craft vibranium. Looks like you just do it with the energetic alloy and the ender pearl. So yeah, it's pretty simple to make. Okay, so yeah, I thought you had to make it, or or you know, find it, because some of this stuff and some of these mods you have to find in dungeons, and some stuff you can't craft. You have to actually go to a certain location or something in order to actually get the ingot or whatever it is, and then craft what you need to do. And then also we got a crafter from this EnderIO. This is the silicon, so you need silicon, iron, and they need the infinity biometal, which basically you need the grains of this. And then yeah, so the sag mill. So it looks like the way to get this too is through the sag mill. So basically you just take the sag mill, you take cobble deep slate, and then it gives you a 12% chance of that dropping from there. So that's how you get that. Okay, so that makes more sense. And then we got a soul engine right here. So this is how I make the soul engine. You need the zombie electrode, which in order to make those, you're going to need to make them using the slice and splice, which basically that's how you do that. And then yeah, and then you got a power, or hold on, wait, I already did that, didn't I? Yeah, I already checked that. Hold on. Or wait, no, I didn't. Okay, a soul engine. Okay, I thought I lost my place. I do that all the time, but it is what it is. Actually, how my brain works. Anyway, then we got a drain, which in order to make those, you're going to need this special type of glass, and then you're going to need copper alloy, and then void chassis, and then yeah, you guys know the gist of it. You guys know the rest of it. And then we got a vat, and then I don't think there's a way to actually make the vats on here. Yeah, vat block detector. I don't think there's a recipe for either one of those. And then we got an XP obelisk, which basically in order to make that, you just need an experience rod, a solarium, and you guys already know how to make those. And then we got an inhibitor obelisk, which basically is how I make that. Very, very simple. So yeah, it's very, very simple recipes for that. And then we got an aversion obelisk, and that's how I make that. And then you also can get Enderman heads on here too. So if you kill Enderman, you get Enderman heads. So yeah, it's very interesting. And then we also got relocator obelisks, and that's how you make that. So yeah, the relocator obelisk is like that, so that's how you make those. So yeah, basically I just went through all the machines on here and how to craft them and everything. So yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of stuff too. And also in this mod, if you break any type of spawner, you can take a broken spawner and basically put it inside of the powered spawner. And then I think, if I remember correctly, insert any capacitor so this machine can work. So basically you need a capacitor. So yeah, let me see. Okay. Well, yeah, so basically if you break a mob spawner, you get a broken spawner, and then once you're able to, you can make one of these power spawners, and I believe you can turn it into your own like mob farm. Like say if you break like a skeleton farm or a skeleton spawner, you can make yourself like a skeleton-esque farm, like where you can just go in there and just have tons and tons of like, you know, you can have yourself like a giant bone meal farm, for example, or you know, rotten flesh farm or whatever. Which I don't know why you would, but I mean, you know, to each their own. But anyway, yeah, and then you can also make a dark steel door as well. So yeah, you can make a dark steel door and a trap door just like you do with iron. So that's pretty cool. And then yeah, in order to actually open it up, you need to have the redstone, just like you do with iron. So yeah, you'll need like something like that in order to open it up with. And then same thing with this. So yeah, it's basically just redstone powered. So yeah, you need those. And then yeah, so you can make those as well. Beautiful decoration if you want to. And then let's see. There's a lot to this mod. So I might not have gone through everything on here, but I went through most of it. And then you can also make a sword called the Ender. So this sword, this item is currently only used to get mob heads, 7% chance to drop a mob head. So this will be helpful if you're in the end game or towards like the end game, and you want to, let's say you wanna go and fight the Wither, for example. Well, you're gonna have to go into the Nether and you're gonna have to slay a lot of Wither skeletons. Well, this Ender Sword will help you out by getting their heads, because it's a 7% chance for them to drop the heads on it using the Ender Sword, and it is literally about the same durability as a diamond sword. So yeah, it is literally the same durability as a diamond sword, and it will definitely help out if you're looking to fight the Wither, depending on how far in the game you are. Like, say if you already been in the Nether and you want to go and do that, well, you definitely got to do this. But yeah, this sword is made by dark steel ingots, which basically, in order to get dark steel, you're going to need iron, coal, and crying obsidian, or you can do iron, powder coal, and regular obsidian, or just any type of obsidian. As long as it's some type of obsidian, that's all that matters. And yeah, and that's how you make the dark steel. And then you do it inside the alloy smelter, or you can do it in the primitive one, whichever one. It does not matter. As long as it's one of these two alloy smelters, it doesn't really matter, as long as it's one of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for EnderIO. I don't think there's anything else. There's a lot of other stuff too, but like I said, this mod's huge. So if I missed anything on here, then yeah, it is what it is. Like, there's so much to this mod that I can't really go through everything in one video. So obviously, yeah, like dude, there's so much stuff on here, and then you can just get these little jars. You can fill jars up on here with different stuff. You got energy conduits, which basically, in order to make energy conduits, I guess I'll show you guys how to make some of the energy conduits. So yeah, this is the energy conduit. In order to make this, you need the conduit binders, you need the conduit or conductive alloy. So in order to get conductive alloy, you need copper alloy, iron, and redstone inside the alloy smelting. That's how you get that, and that's basically how you get those. So yeah, and then I think all you got to do is just connect those, and then once you're able to do that, you can just go ahead and connect those to these little power banks right here. So we go ahead and put these in the basic ones. We'll just put a couple little basic ones down here, and then these will start filling up with power. As you guys can see, they start filling up with power. So yeah, EnderIO is very, very interesting. So yeah, and this is how you get power. So you can basically make these solar panels, get power, and etc, etc. So however you want to play with the mod, that's up to you. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys how to make different stuff, so that way you're basically set to go whenever you want to start out in this mod. So yeah, I'm just showing you guys the tools that you need to navigate this mod with. So basically, that's how I do that. They also got different ones too. They got not just that energy conduit, but they also got the enhanced one, which basically, as you go up, they get a little bit more expensive. Like the energetic one, the energetic alloy definitely is going to be a little bit more spendy. And then you also got the ender energy conduit, which basically need the vibrant, which is very expensive. So yeah, as you guys can see, it gets a little bit more spendy as you go, but yeah, the more spendy it is, the more maximum output there is. So you can fill up the banks even faster. So per se. But yeah, so anyway, so that's pretty much it. So I don't think there's anything else to really do. And then we also got fluid conduits too. So if you want to like you know, transfer your fluids out of there, basically is how you make those. So you just need this enlightened glass or whatever it's called. There's a lot of, yeah, all this glass is from EnderIO, which basically you can make a bunch of this stuff too, which basically you just need to take a redstone torch, I think, and just do that. I'm pretty sure that's how you do that. I'm pretty sure that's how you make most of that glass. Let me go ahead and grab glass, and then let's just see if that's how you make that. I want to see if that's how you make that real quick before we end the mod review. But yeah, this is probably the longest mod review I've ever done. So I'm just saying that right now, because yeah, we've done a lot of mods before, and I don't think I've ever spent this long on one mod before. But as you guys can see though, and probably tell, there's a lot to this mod. So yeah, I think you just take the redstone torch and you just combine it with the glass. I guess not. Okay. I don't know exactly how to get the glass on here, but I mean, there should be like a guide or something to show you guys how to do that, but I just don't know how to do it. But yeah, so you just need this fancy looking glass to get the fluid conduits, and then basically yeah, you can just transfer the conduits by going like this, put it on there, and then yeah, so you just take that, and yeah, you can just get rid of, or you know, yeah, you take the fluid out of there and do whatever you want with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's pretty simple to set up things on here. So yeah, anyway, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, there's also item conduits too, so you can just make those. We just need the pulsating alloy, which basically you're gonna need those. So yeah, just iron and yeah, so you guys get it though. So yeah, there's different conduits you can make, there's different upgrades you can make for it as well, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else to really go through on here. I think I pretty well went through a majority of the mod, and if there's anything I might have missed or anything I might have not covered, then it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I can't cover everything in one mod review, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you guys are on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get to 500 subscribers. That'd be greatly appreciated. Our support does mean a lot to me on the channel, and yeah, that's all I gotta say for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one, and yeah, so anyway, and also thinking, I might still continue doing these mod reviews, but I'm not gonna do them as often as I used to. So yes, don't be alarmed if one Monday I pop up and I don't do a mod review. So yeah, I'm just thought I would go ahead and throw it out there, because yes, we've done 250 mods like I wanted to, and yeah, so we will still come back and do these mod reviews, but not as often as I used to. So not like every Monday, like, because yeah, we're done with doing it every Monday, and yeah, we'll just do it every other Monday. How about that? That sounds better, right? Every other Monday we'll do a mod review. That sounds better, you know. To kind of space it out a little bit, give us more time, give me more time to look up other mods, because yes, I know there's a lot of other mods out there that I probably have not reviewed. EnderIO is one that I honestly did not think I reviewed, but apparently I looked it up on my channel and I didn't have any EnderIO mod reviews, so that's why I chose to review this one when I did. And yeah, so anyway, that's all I gotta say for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, please hit that subscribe button. That would definitely help out the channel a lot. Let's try to get to 500 subscribers. That'd be greatly appreciated. I don't know if I'm repeating myself by saying that, but I just want to make sure I say that anyway and get that in the video. But it is what it is. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next one. I'm gonna end the video down here with these mushrooms. I'm gonna see what these mushrooms are doing, because these mushrooms look kind of weird. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Peace out, everybody. I'm out.